This person is literally not allowed to text you or have a conversation with you because, my beloved friend, stay with me till the end. Something very unusual is happening behind your back, and the truth you are about to hear will leave you speechless. The reason they are not allowed to talk to you anymore is deeper than you can imagine. Don't skip. The moment they tried to reach out, a silent restriction was placed upon them. Their words were stopped before they could even type your name. It's not a coincidence that their messages never reach you. Something higher is protecting you from emotional damage they once caused. Every time they think of texting you, their phone freezes, their thoughts blur, their energy gets blocked. It's as if destiny itself is saying, no more. Because what they once brought into your life was pain wrapped in charm. They were told in the unseen realm that contacting you again would disturb your rising peace. Stay here till the end. They've been warned not to approach, not to call, not even to whisper your name in conversations. What they did behind your back created a ripple of consequence, and now the universe has pulled their access away from you. You may wonder why you suddenly stopped hearing from them. It's because their connection to you has been spiritually revoked. The truth is, your energy grew too powerful for their manipulation. You have evolved beyond the version of yourself they used to control. Now, every attempt they make to return is intercepted, like a message that never leaves the sender's outbox. Something unseen protects your peace like a divine firewall. Listen carefully. They feel the urge to reach out, but every time they do, life blocks the moment. A sudden call, a drained battery, a wave of guilt. The universe doesn't allow their words to touch you anymore because this time, silence is your shield. You're being guarded by divine timing, and no one can bypass it. Their silence is not choice, it's consequence. Every lie, every betrayal, every secret they tried to hide from you has now turned into invisible chains holding them back. They are literally not permitted to speak your name in truth because your name now carries protection. Stay with me. The distance you feel is not accidental. It's sacred space. They're being forced to watch your life elevate while they stand still. They can see your glow from afar but can't reach it. Every attempt they make burns in the air of divine justice. The reason they can't text you is that heaven knows their words would confuse your healing. You are finally becoming the calm you prayed for, and nothing toxic can enter your space again. They might still think about you at midnight, but their messages disappear before they hit send. You were meant to move forward without their interference. They're being taught a silent lesson. That silence can be louder than apology. You owe them no response, no reaction, no reopening of closed doors. Let destiny speak for you now. Don't leave yet. There's something else you should know. Someone powerful stepped in spiritually when you started to break free. That energy, pure, bright, and unstoppable, has placed an invisible boundary around your life. That's why their number doesn't pop up anymore, why the urge to reply fades before you type. Their absence is your divine confirmation that you were chosen to rise higher. Every delay, every quiet moment, every unanswered text was part of your redirection. Because what's coming next requires your peace unshaken and your heart unattached. Stay till the end, my friend. You're about to see proof that what is removed from your life was never rejection, it was divine protection. The silence you hear now is not empty. It's sacred. It's the sound of your new chapter unfolding in strength. Stay with me, my friend, because what happens next will shock you. The moment they tried again to send that message, something unseen intercepted it. Their screen lit up, the words were typed, but before they could press send, their hearts started racing with a strange hesitation they couldn't explain. They felt an invisible pressure on their chest, almost like someone whispering, "Don't do it." Their fingers froze mid-air. The message they drafted vanished before their eyes. The conversation thread closed itself. It wasn't technology, it was timing enforcing divine silence. Every attempt since that moment has failed. Their calls drop, their network disappears, or they suddenly forget what they were going to say. The universe is not allowing the connection to bridge, because your spirit has elevated into a frequency they can't access anymore. Stay here till the end. Even when they dream about talking to you, the dream fades before they can reach you. They wake up sweating, realizing that no matter how hard they try, something powerful stands between you and them. That power is the protection you once prayed for in tears. They've gone to mutual friends, tried to pass subtle messages, even rehearsed conversations in their head, but nothing works. Every plan falls apart at the last second. The timing, the words, the courage, it all slips away like sand through their hands. You might sense them thinking of you at random moments, like an echo that fades before it reaches your heart. That's the universe showing mercy, letting you feel just enough to understand closure, but not enough to reopen pain. Don't skip, because this part matters. There was a time when they could control your emotions with a single word. Now, that power is gone. You've outgrown their hold. Every spell, every emotional pattern, every memory they once used to pull you back has been broken silently, piece by piece. They wanted to confess something, but destiny decided it was too late. The truth they're holding can't be spoken anymore, because your story no longer belongs to their version. You are walking a new timeline where they can only watch, never participate. Stay with me. They're now facing the mirror of everything they did. Every ignored message you sent, every moment they made you feel small, it's coming back to them multiplied. The silence they gave you is now their teacher. The same way you once stared at your phone waiting, they're now the ones waiting endlessly. And when they finally tried to call, yes, that one time, they felt a strong chill, an energy block so intense it stopped them cold. It was the universe reminding them that access to your peace is earned, not demanded. They scroll through old pictures of you late at night, whispering your name under their breath, hoping somehow you'll feel it. But every whisper gets swallowed by the air. Every thought they send your way gets redirected back to them, forcing them to face what they did instead of distracting themselves with you. Listen closely, my friend. You were removed from their reach so you could remember who you are without their influence. What they meant as punishment became your freedom. What they called distance became your rebirth. Now they understand the price of losing someone genuine. But they can't fix it, because this time, forgiveness doesn't come through conversation, it comes through growth. And they are not yet ready for the level you've reached. Stay till the end, because this silence isn't forever, it's transformation. The universe will allow words again one day, but only when both hearts are healed and aligned in truth. Until then, every unsent text, every broken call, every unspoken word is a sign that your destiny is protecting you more than you know. Don't move, my friend. The story continues in silence deeper than words. After every failed attempt to contact you, strange things began happening around them. They started seeing your name appear in random places, on screens, receipts, songs, even conversations of strangers passing by. Each time, their heart would skip a beat. They'd reach for their phone, type your name, but again, something unseen would stop them cold. It felt like the universe teasing them with your memory yet forbidding them from touching it. The guilt grew heavier, and the longing more painful. They began hearing songs that reminded them of you at the most unexpected hours, lyrics that felt written just for your story. They'd whisper, "Is this a sign?" But there was no answer. Only the same invisible wall keeping them out of your world. Stay with me till the end. They saw your favorite color, your old perfume, your name flashing on TV headlines. It followed them everywhere. The more they tried to escape it, the more the signs multiplied. It wasn't coincidence, it was consequence. The universe was showing them everything they lost when they broke your trust. At night, they dreamed of you standing in light while they remained in shadow. In those dreams, they tried to speak, but no sound came out. You'd turn away peacefully, and they'd wake up breathless, realizing that your silence was now their punishment. During the day, they'd scroll through your memories in their head, not your messages, because there were none left to read. The thread between you two had been cut. Every reminder that once brought comfort now brings pain. Listen carefully. Even the smallest things remind them of you now, the smell of rain, a certain hour of the day, a place they used to meet you. Yet, no matter how much nostalgia burns, they can't reach out. It's as though destiny sealed your number in a vault they no longer have the key for. They try to distract themselves with noise, with company, with routine, but your energy finds them in silence. That's when they realize the truth: you weren't replaced, you were protected. What they thought was goodbye was really divine intervention. Stay till the end, because this next part will shift everything. They recently experienced something that shook them completely, a sudden cold wind, a flickering light, a whisper saying, "It's done." They froze, realizing that even heaven was declaring the end of their access to you. From that day, everything started collapsing around them. Delays, misfortunes, strange coincidences, nothing flowed. It was as if the universe demanded accountability for how they treated someone chosen. They finally understand what they never saw before: silence can echo louder than screams. The absence of your voice has become their biggest teacher. The words they once ignored have turned into prayers they now wish they could send. My friend, this is what divine reversal looks like. You didn't lose them, they lost their privilege to speak your name. You didn't get blocked by chance, you got guarded by grace. You are now unreachable to energies that once drained you. Every time they think of texting, a barrier rises. Every time they dream of you, they wake with tears. They are being shown that access to your peace is earned only through truth, and truth is what they avoided the most. Stay here. The universe has placed you in a phase of quiet victory. You're being elevated, refined, untouchable. They can only watch from afar, haunted by reminders of what they can't reclaim. Don't blink now, my friend. The final twist begins quietly, in a single night when they couldn't fight the urge anymore. Their heart was pounding, their mind kept repeating your name. They picked up the phone, trembling, telling themselves this would be the last time. They just needed to explain, to say something, anything. The message they wrote wasn't long. It was a raw confession, half apology, half desperation. They stared at the screen, fingers shaking over the send button, whispering that maybe fate would finally allow it. But destiny had other plans. The moment they pressed send, the screen froze. The signal vanished, the light flickered, and the text dissolved into nothing. It was as if time itself refused to carry their words to you. In that still moment, they realized it wasn't you who blocked them, it was life protecting its masterpiece from another storm. Stay with me till the end. They dropped the phone and felt something deeper than silence. It was surrender. For the first time, they understood that you weren't ignoring them, the universe was rewriting access codes. What they once reached effortlessly was now surrounded by spiritual locks, sealed for your peace. That night, they sat alone, staring at their reflection. All the games, all the control, all the chances, they saw it all like scenes flashing before their eyes. The weight of regret sank in so heavy that words finally lost their power. The silence they once gave you came home to stay with them. They thought of calling you from another number, writing from another account, finding some way to break through. Yet every attempt collapsed instantly, battery drained, app crashed, message failed. The universe was uncompromising, no entry. Don't skip. Because this is where the story turns from lost to revelation. You, on the other side, felt lighter without knowing why. You slept peacefully that same night. Your soul could finally breathe. The connection that once felt heavy was now replaced with calm so deep it almost glowed. They, however, couldn't sleep at all. Every hour felt longer, every sound louder, every thought sharper. It wasn't punishment anymore, it was awakening. The lesson was complete. They finally knew that love without respect is noise, and they had made too much of it. By morning, they tried again to see if the message had gone through. It hadn't. There was no trace of it, no draft, no history, nothing. It vanished like it never existed, erased by destiny's own hands. And for the first time, they stopped trying. Stay till the end. Because this silence you hold now isn't empty, it's victory. You didn't chase, you didn't beg, you simply allowed the universe to act, and it did with precision. They were not banned by you, they were benched by fate. Now, their life feels paused while yours begins to bloom. Opportunities find you easily, peace follows you naturally, and the energy around you feels golden. You're finally free from the loop of waiting, explaining, forgiving, restarting. You've stepped into the era of being untouchable by the past. Meanwhile, they walk through their days surrounded by echoes of you, your laughter in distant places, your words in strangers' voices. Every sign reminds them what they can never have again, access to your heart. And that, my friend, is the real ending. You didn't lose communication, you gained closure. You didn't get silence. You received peace. What they call blocked is what the heavens call protected. Stay with me one last second. Take a deep breath. Feel how light your chest is now. That's the space once filled by their confusion, replaced with clarity. The story is done. The universe made sure of it. Stay right here, my friend. Because now the silence that once hurt has started to bloom into peace. The chapter that ended in heartbreak is slowly becoming the reason you'll smile again. What felt like emptiness was actually the space being cleared for something new, something honest, something meant for you. You've noticed it, haven't you? The calm mornings, the way music suddenly feels brighter, the random messages from kind people showing up at perfect moments. These are not coincidences, they're confirmations. The universe is preparing a new connection that doesn't need explanation or permission. While they sit in their own silence, someone else has begun to notice you quietly. Their energy feels lighter, their intentions clean. They aren't trying to fix your past, they're simply drawn to the light that grew from it. You'll know who it is by how peaceful you feel when they speak. Stay till the end. Because destiny has a pattern, it closes doors loudly but opens blessings softly. You may meet this new soul at an ordinary moment, a quiet cafe, a short trip, a random online interaction. But when it happens, your spirit will recognize safety without needing proof. The universe doesn't replace, it restores. And this restoration feels gentle, not dramatic. It comes in laughter that doesn't demand attention, in conversations that don't drain, in silence that feels comforting instead of cold. You won't chase, you'll simply flow. Meanwhile, the one who once held your attention still scrolls through memories, realizing too late that access is permanent only for those who protect it. They wanted your time, but never offered consistency. Now, consistency itself is coming as a person, a mirror of what you gave selflessly. Don't skip. The glow you carry now has magnetized abundance. People feel drawn to your calm, opportunities unfold easily, doors open without struggle. This isn't luck, it's alignment. Every delay was training your heart to receive without fear. You'll soon find yourself smiling for no reason, sleeping deeply, and trusting again, not because someone convinced you to, but because healing made space for faith. The energy around you feels lighter because the past no longer has a claim. Stay with me, my friend. The one who was forbidden to text you will one day understand why silence was necessary. They'll watch your peace from afar, realizing the closure they fought against became your crown. The universe did not punish, it upgraded. And when you meet the new energy, you won't have to explain what you survived. They'll feel it in the way you love, slow and sacred. They'll speak with respect, not manipulation. You'll finally understand why the old connection had to be erased. It was clearing bandwidth for destiny's arrival. Don't rush this phase. Enjoy the quiet mornings, the solo walks, the way light hits your face when you smile. This is the prelude to something divine, something stable, something you won't need to hide from. You've stepped out of the loop, and the universe applauds your strength. The past is silenced, the present is healing, and the future is ready. Stay calm, stay grateful, stay open, because the right voice will reach you when silence has finished its work. Stay right here, my friend. Because what's starting to unfold now is the quiet beginning of something written long before the heartbreak. The silence that once felt endless has turned into a soft pull towards something new, something that feels like destiny in disguise. It begins in small ways. A stranger's smile holds a warmth you can't ignore. A random conversation flows like you've known them for years. You catch yourself laughing without fear, feeling safe without effort. The universe whispers, "This is the energy you were waiting for. Don't move." Every little moment now carries divine precision. That song playing in the background, that time you looked up at the clock and saw a repeating number, it's all alignment. Life is hinting that peace is not a phase, it's your new foundation. The one who couldn't text you anymore still tries to appear in shadows, hoping for a sign. But the vibration between you and them no longer matches. Every time they think of reaching out, your new light redirects the energy elsewhere, to people who deserve your kindness. Stay till the end. Because this new connection will approach quietly, with no promises, no drama, just presence. You'll notice how easy it feels. Their words won't confuse you. Their silence won't scare you. Their intentions will sound like calm instead of chaos. And while the past watches in disbelief, you'll walk forward without guilt. You'll realize that love doesn't have to hurt to be real. You'll see that losing access to the wrong soul was the ticket to meeting the right one. Every time you feel their old memory trying to pull you back, remember this: closure isn't a conversation, it's peace that doesn't need explaining. You've already arrived there. You are no longer waiting for answers. You are living them.